Still the best player in the game, absorbs the contact without flinching, and still moves better than a lot of guys in the league.
Yeah, and if he played with you, he is getting older. So at least one level or another, he has a physical advantage on every player.
We're at the sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Golden State Warriors. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Look at Cleveland's starting group. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 roaming the paint. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Ball's knocked loose. 6 to shoot. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to James.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline. In the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Green, no luck. And so here's Cleveland. James left side. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
And here is Irving after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. James dishes to Irving. Off target with his 3. Warriors are gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
LeBron kicks to Love. Back to James. Looking for Shumpert. He gets it there. Green with the block. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And the dunk by Barnes.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Love. LeBron outside. Shumpert in the corner. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Shumpert's got his second bucket. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. 2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans. But you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home. Following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And the pass to James. And it's blocked by Curry. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. And the Warriors with some changes. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Here's Barbosa. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Warriors leading by 3. And the rejection by Love. Outside Irving. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense. Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
James kicks to Irving. Green with the block. And pushing up his Golden State Warriors again in transition.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Irving with the ball. He has 5. On the wing, James. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. And Thompson throws it down.
That is a booming putback. Step aside, fellas.
They wanted nothing to do with him there.
At least not with the ball in his hands and the rim in his sight.
Now here is Barbosa. The drive by Iguodala, and he banks in the layup. Iguodala's got 6.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
A different look now for Cleveland. Varejao comes in for Kevin Love, and Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 7. The drive by James. Now the feed to Williams. LeBron passes to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got assist number 5 here tonight. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
That's good. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's the dish to Smith. Buries it from 3-point range.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Warriors leading by 4. Livingston kicks to Spates. Fires the 3. Livingston no luck. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The drive by LeBron. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Here's Livingston. It's Mo Williams with the rebound.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Back to LeBron. J.R. Smith on the wing. And another 3 for Cleveland.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his.
And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his
I put him all the pressure on.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
For him tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Cleveland. Thompson down low with Mozgov. Amon Shumpert is out there with Williams. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 slot. Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. Irving comes in for Mo Williams. The drive by Iguodala. Off the left rim and out. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Took him no time at all on that one. Thompson's got 5.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of this one.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the Warriors with some changes. Barnes comes in for Klay Thompson. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Curry with it. He's picked up by Irving. And there's the call on Jefferson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Jefferson. Here's Curry. 7 points in the game. And here's Iguodala outside, but they'll get another chance. Barnes kicks to Bogut. Iguodala wide open. Goes up again, and it's good on the layup. Ezeli's got 4 this quarter.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Out to Shumpert, shoots the 3.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Nice pass there. Good job to get it up quick. And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the 4th so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for Festus Ezeli. And it's Barbosa in for Andre Iguodala. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. James comes in for Shumpert. If you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Feeds it to Irving. He kicks to Bergeron. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Pass to Love. On the wing, Irving. Cleveland the rebound. Love, no good. Warriors leading by 4. Curry dishes to Barnes. Barbosa. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Barbosa's got 5 now.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And the dunk by Barnes.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from LeBron.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Barbosa passes to space. Knocked loose and stolen by LeBron. Thompson outside. Back to James. Smith outside. The three-pointer no good. Warriors leading by 6. Barbosa kicks to Curry. Barnes dishes to Curry. High post try, and the shot is good. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Thompson. Both hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Williams gets the bucket.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
The drive by Green.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And so that's the end of the first.
Thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. The Jets. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
The Splash Brothers are the guards. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Thompson with the bucket.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing. And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And the Cavaliers with possession here. LeBron James on the wing. Guarded by Curry. Shumpert, no good. Warriors leading by 4. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And the shot is good. And it's 13 points for Iman Shumpert.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
And the basket by Curry.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch off. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Outside Irving. Pass to Shumpert. Back to Irving. The kick out to LeBron. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
No good. The Warriors go the other way. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Verjau's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And it's Golden State with another.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
It's LeBron with the drive. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Here's Iguodala. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Kicks it to Shumpert. Looking to end the run. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Here's Curry, and the rejection by James. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. The pull-up. That one rolling around and rims out. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Thompson. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it? And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Here's LeBron. 10 points for him. Outside Shumpert. From the arc. Another miss by Shumpert. Golden State's gone 5 of 9 when they put up a 3-point shot tonight. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Barbosa comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. That is good. 9 points for Draymond Green.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Williams passes to Jefferson.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Livingston kicks to Spates, passes to Barbosa. Spates with a screen on Smith, and here's Barnes for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Smith outside for the three. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 11. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Thompson. And here comes Smith leading the fast break.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here is Livingston. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the shot is good.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way.
He's got his first chance at the line here.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Thompson down low with Mozgov. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward. On its way from Curry for two. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Dishes it to Dellavedova. He feeds it to Mozgov. The kick out to Irving. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. Thompson left side. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shumpert, no good.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. LeBron comes in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Irving drives in. Mozgov. And another shot. Good on the shot. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Warriors leading by 10. Here's Curry, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Curry kicks to Green. And the three off target. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Outside Irving shoots. And a high bounce as it comes off the rim.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And the Cavaliers call time here. A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Warriors leading by 9.
I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Cannot hit. And Cleveland will come the other way. Irving kicks to LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Green with the block. They recover it. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Mozgov. Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. The shot by Curry, no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. No good from Irving.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball, and that one's good. James.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And Curry, here we go. Misses in close. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Irving, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Green dishes to Thompson. Back to Green. That's a 2 from Barnes. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. 1:31 left to play here in the 4th. The pass to Mozgov. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Iman Shumpert.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Over in the corner, Barnes. And Shumpert pulls it down.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Curry. No luck, and Cleveland will come the other way. To the inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
And stolen by James.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a three-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the three to tie.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And you know what? You've got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg, but the foul has to come immediately after that.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Iguodala with a clear path to the hoop. Oh!
That athletic.
Yeah. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're losing by 5. 3 seconds left in the game. Irving from long range. The shot no good, but they recover it. So we see the...
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds up.